Hello my dear brothers and sisters, I am Surajwa, your instructor. Now we'll discuss about active directory replication between domain controllers. In Windows Server, there are several applications available to check replication in a Windows Server families. One of them, Microsoft provides active directory replication status tool. You can find this application in Microsoft official web store. I believe you can go to microsoft.com and you are able to download this application. Here I have already installed this Active Directory Application Status tool. So I believe you can install this application on your lab server. So here we'll go ahead open this application. Click OK. Here you can see in this window there are several functions are available like this refresh replication status, forest, domain, select targets, load exported dataset, and so many things. Okay, so first of all, we'll check Active Directory replication status tool. Check replication status for all DCs in forest. So we select this one, forest, and click on refresh replication status. So select it, and the replication will run in background of domain controllers. So here you can see the replication query is successfully completed for each and every queries. Here in this window you can see the replication status results are showing up here. If you discuss about each and every column herein, we can see first one is last sync result, second destination domain controller, third one destination domain control domain, like destination domain control is DC03, destination domain control domain ctc.com, right? Destination domain control site name, that our default first site name, destination DC global controller, yeah it's there. Destination domain control is RODC. If your destination domain controller is RODC, then the replication status tool will identify it as a RODC server. So here you could see ticks in these boxes, right? Then partition name, like command name configuration, schema partition, domain DNS zones, forest DNS zones, all those partitions comes under this ctc.com domain. Here last sync message, the operation completed successfully is showing here. Source DC, our source DC is dc01 ctc.com. You know, the source domain controller domain, yeah that's right, ctc.com. That source domain control site name, the default first site name. Okay, so here all the details are showing up here about replication in between dc01 and dc03. If you want to export all the replication data into CSV form, you can just select it here, export view data, and click here. It will ask you to save all the data in a CSV format. You can select the destination and save it here. Okay, so all the replication data are saved into this export view data in CSV form. Right? Now we'll go to home page. On our second option, you can select domain, and herein in the domain section, you can replicate against any your domain controller like ctc.com or paperfly.com and query the replication status against the domain controller. So now we'll discuss about another replication status tool, that is repadmin. We'll use it in our command prompt or in your PowerShell. It doesn't matter. Okay. So here I'll minimize this one and you go to your command prompt. Before we run any repadmin command, first of all we need to know what are the switches available in repadmin tool. So here you can type repadmin slash and question mark and press enter. Okay, here you can see there are several switches available in repadmin command like SSE, PRP, Q, replicate single object, rep summary, ROTC. Okay, so many switches are there. You can see it here, right? Now I need to tell you something about replication. Before you check replication in between domain controllers whether it is working perfectly or not, first of all you need to check whether your network connectivity is working properly or not in between your domain controllers. Likewise, whether this your RJ45 cable is properly connected to your server or not, right? You need to check those things. Secondly, you need to check your site links in between your sites and services, whether the sites are working properly or not, whether the connection between sites are properly configured or not. All those things you can check in your Active Directory sites and services, right? And the last and the most important thing, you need to check whether your DNS is up and running 24 hours or not. Okay, in any replication thing, DNS is most important factor that plays an important role in Active Directory replication. So now we'll go ahead and we'll check repadmin switches. So our first example will be repadmin slash, we'll see the KCC knowledge consistency checker, right? And press enter. Here you can see this command line repadmin slash KCC. It checks the default site link in between domain controllers and the result shown consistency check on localhost successful. Our next example will be repadmin slash queue. It will check if any replication in between domain controller is in queue or not, right? So now you can press enter and it will run against all the domain controllers in our environment. Here you can see this repadmin slash queue command ran successfully and the result shown the queue contains 0 items, right? So our next example will be repadmin sync all. This command line will synchronize all the replication in between your domain controller DC01 and DC03, right? So here you can see there are some error messages also there and some successful messages are also there. Now the next example we will say repadmin rel summary. Basically this command summarizes the health of a forest. So here you can see this source DSA fails 0, total replication is 5, percentage of error 0. Destination DSA DC03 fails 0, total is 5 and percentage of error is 0. So our next example will be repadmin slash show rep. This command line basically show the replication status of specific domain controllers in your environment, right? So we have three domain controllers in our environment: DC01, DC02, DC03, right? So here this command line is run against DC01 and DC02. Since our DC01 is up and running, so here the replication status is showing successful for DC01, and for the DC02, since our DC02 server is down, so the replication status for the DC02 is showing error message. Now I am done here. I suggest you practice hard on your home lab so you'll get used to all these repadmin switches and tools. Right? I'll see you in my next video. Up to then, goodbye and thank you.